There is good news for mobile phone users. They may well find their mobile bills trimmed down with the Telecom Minister Kapil Sibal announcing that the government will remove charges on national roaming calls. This is part of the National Telecom Policy 2012. A pilot project on the matter has already been launched by the TRAI. The CBI continued its questioning in the Rs 3,600 crore VVIP chopper deal. It questioned advocate Gautam Khaitan, a former board member of Aerometrics. The agency has already questioned executives of the Indian arms of Aerometrics and IDS Infotech, companies through which the alleged bribes were routed from Mauritius and Tunisia in the garb of payments for engineering contracts. Curfew remained in force in several parts of the Kashmir Valley for the second day. This followed widespread protests over the killing of a youth reportedly in army firing in Baramulla. Police and paramilitary personnel have been deployed in large numbers in vulnerable areas of the city and other parts of the valley to maintain law and order. Shops and business establishments remained closed while public transport remained off the roads. Old age pension is likely to be linked with inflation index on the pattern of Manrega. It may also be made applicable to all regardless of the poverty line criteria. Rural Development Minister Jairam Ramesh made this statement in Rajya Sabha while responding to concerns expressed by members over the dharna by elderly people who want a rise in pension to 2,000 rupees a month from 200 rupees at present. Union Home Secretary R.K. Singh held talks with the Alpha delegation led by its chairman Arabind Rajkhowa in New Delhi and discussed the Charter of Demands as part of the government's efforts to carry forward the dialogue process.
North Korea today vowed to launch a preemptive nuclear strike against the United States. This comes ahead of a vote by UN diplomats on whether to level new sanctions against Pyongyang for its recent nuclear test. Hugo Chavez's mortal remains have been carried back to the military academy where he started his army career. A band played a hymn from his 1st Battalion as a procession carried his flag-covered coffin through the streets of Caracas. An unending row of tearful mourners lined the streets to bid farewell to the larger-than-life leader. His flag-draped coffin will lie in state at the military academy till tomorrow's funeral. The number of Syrians who have fled their country since a deadly civil conflict erupted 2 years ago has hit 1 million as per a report by UN's refugee agency. The UNHCR said the 1 million figure comprised both registered refugees and those awaiting registration, and that the count was based on fresh data received from its offices in the Middle East. In Bangladesh, the nationwide dawn-to-dusk countrywide strike enforced by the BNP and the Jamaat-e-Islami passed off peacefully amid some stray incidents of clashes, cocktail explosions, arson and vandalism. An activist of the student wing of the Awami League, the Jubo League, has been reported to be killed in a clash between the BNP Jamaat and Awami League activists at Poladanga under the Bholahat Upozila in Champaina, Nawabganj. A Chinese envoy has said that China is not in favor of putting excessive pressure or imposing new sanctions on Iran over Tehran's controversial nuclear program. Wang Min, China's deputy permanent representative to the UN, made the statement at a Security Council meeting on the latest work of 1737 committee, which is tasked with monitoring a set of sanctions against Iran established by Resolution 1737 and subsequent Council resolutions. The Iran nuclear issue bears on the authority of the international nuclear non-proliferation regime and peace and stability in the Middle East.